What's your question, Michael?
About the palace. If we can't build the temple, could we build a palace for the Messiah to come? Because the Messiah will need someone to sleep, and he won't be sleeping in the temple. Because even King David, before the temple was built, even though it was King Solomon that built it, he had the palace, and King David stayed there. He wanted to build the temple. Hashem told him no. King Solomon built the temple, but King Solomon and King David both had a palace to live. We don't have a palace these days. Will the palace?
Okay. Okay, so let's speak about the palace of Mashiach now.
Yes.
Okay. So, first of all, I want to tell you very interesting news that it's not really news. It's old news, but you know the Chabad Hasidim, yeah, the Lubavitchers, they already made, or they are in the process of building, I'm not sure where it's holding, a palace for Mashiach in Kfar Chabad. Yeah, they have yeah, there's a settlement of Chabad Hasidim like Lubavitchers, a big settlement. It's called Kfar Chabad in Israel, and they actually made a big house as a palace for Mashiach. Okay.
Where is this?
Is it Jerusalem?
Obviously, it have the same measurements of the 770, whatever.
Where is it exactly?
Whatever in the center of Israel. I never been there. But I just heard that they did something like that. Anyhow.
Like Tel Aviv is
Let's go back now. Let's go back to the history. Okay, about David HaMelech that you mentioned. So David HaMelech, he made a fortune, which is what we call Metzudat David. Okay, here we have Migdal David, next to Jaffa Gate, right?
Yes.
The big tower, right? It's called Migdal David. So as far as we know, I'm not sure, but as far as we know, that was the house of David HaMelech.
Oh.
Okay, here, the place here, what we call King David Tomb, yeah. This whole complex is what was called Metzudat Zion. Okay, the fortune. Yeah, fortress of Zion. Okay.
Right, fortress of Zion.
So there were two fortresses. Yeah. Two Metzudot. The fortress of David, the fortress of Zion. Okay, and both of them, one was like the house of David HaMelech, one was where I think his administration was living and working, whatever, something like that, as far as I understand. But I'm not sure about it exactly. But that's my understanding of it. And then afterwards, he understood that he needs to build Beit Hamikdash, and really Shlomo HaMelech, his son, built Beit Hamikdash. Okay. Now you're asking, should it be the same order? Okay. That was what in the past, right? By David HaMelech. But who says that by Mashiach and the future redemption, it have to be the same order? That first will be the palace of Mashiach, and then it will be the Beit Hamikdash. We don't know. Okay, it's a possibility. According to the Rambam, it fits. I told you before, the Rambam says that the Mashiach himself is the one that's supposed to build Beit Hamikdash.
Yes.
So obviously, he needs a place to live until he's building Beit Hamikdash, right? It will take some time if he needs to build it physically, not like the opinion that it comes straight from heaven. So, okay. So, but there is different possibilities like that. Okay. Now I want to add something that is very important, to my opinion, that many people, they are locked on a concept of Mashiach as the non-Jews perceive it. Okay, meaning as a human being that is coming like with physical body and acting in this world like a regular human being that needs a house and this and that. Okay, but the truth is, we don't know. We don't know how it's going to be, how he's going to be, if it is something that is manifest as a physical individual, or is it something that is more spiritual, more conceptual. Okay, I'm not saying that what I'm saying now is what's going to be. I'm saying that as a possibility. So we should not be locked on to expect only something like that and to cancel any other possibilities. Okay? There is different opinions between the sources that we have. Okay, so just whatever comes, if it fits the prophecies, we'll take it. Okay?
Yeah. As long as the Mashiach builds the temple, then he is definitely Mashiach.
It's not only that. According to the Rambam, for example, the Rambam understands it have to be with the physical body, and we need to have all the rabbis of the generation that will accept Mashiach and will approve that he is Mashiach, and he has to prove himself by bringing all the Jewish people together to unite the Jewish people. That's a very, very big job, because today you know that there's many different groups that sometimes they are not really friendly, unfortunately, one to another, and that's a big shame for us. So to unite the Jewish people, it's a big task. So if he succeeds that, and to build Beis Hamikdash, and to fight all the wars, okay, so that's basically the things that needs to happen according to the Rambam. Obviously, that's the physical things. There is also spiritual things, as like be able to teach all the Torah and to give over explanations that we never heard before, that fits to all what was before that, but brings us to a whole different new level, right? Much higher level of understanding the Torah in a much deeper, higher way. Okay, so there's many things, but it has to go through different stages also. Okay, there's a one of the ancient books is called Braita, the Eichalot Rabbi Ishmael, I think, that I saw there a whole long process about what's going to be in the coming of Mashiach, about like wars and it will seem as if he died and really went to hide, and then the people that they didn't really believe, so they go away and then they come back, and then there's another war, and like a big long process. It's not like, boom and there, that's it. Okay. It's a process. Okay, so again, all those things, is it a physical, the simple understanding, or a physical process as it is written there, or is it all of those things is something like symbolic, spiritual? It's also a possibility. Okay? Good. Let's go to another question.